Just because the NFL draft is over does not mean that Ryan Poles, Ian Cunningham, and the Chicago Bears are done picking up talent from the college football last year. The Bears clearly had their eyes on a group of undrafted rookie free agents as they signed 17 of them out of the gate, along with inviting another dozen to minicamp. This happened last year and happens almost with every single NFL team where they go out and instantly sign a bunch of undrafted rookie free agents. And it worked out pretty well for the Bears last year, bringing in a guy like Jack Sanborn, and I would love nothing more for something like that to happen again this year. Again, I think Ryan Poles and company did a fantastic job with the draft so far. They brought in a ton of talent, and they're only going to get better from here. And I think for year 2, I give them an A- rating. Today, I'm going to give you a very high overview of the signed undrafted rookie free agents, as there is a ton more that I invited to minicamp. I'll do another video on that. We want to talk about some of the signed guys today and who I think will make the roster. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Before I begin this video, make sure you put your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it. It helps me out tremendously. And if you haven't already and enjoyed this content after the video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. So again, only going through those who were signed, and I'm only going to go through 8 of them as there were 17. So this would be a really long video, but want you guys to get to know some of the guys that I think have a legitimate shot at making the practice squad or even the real NFL roster. So we picked up the following: linebacker Micah Baskerville from LSU, running back Robert Burns from Connecticut, kicker Szmyt from Syracuse, local Chicago kid, quarterback Tyson Bagnet from Sheperd, safety Malcolm Clark from Tulane, cornerback Dijon Warren from Jackson State, offensive lineman Gabe Houy from Pittsburgh, defensive end Jalen Harris from Arizona, safety Justin Broiles from Oklahoma, offensive lineman Lorenz from Cincinnati, wide receiver Thyrick Jr. from Delaware, offensive tackle Bobby Haskins from USC, offensive lineman Nicholas Amoah from Cal, wide receiver Aron Cruickshank from Rutgers, tight end Damien Caffrey from Stony Brook, linebacker Callahan O'Reilly from Montana State, and wide receiver Deshun Kitchings from Newberry. So again, only going through 8 of them today. I'm very excited about the 8 that I am going through, as I think they have a real shot at making this roster. First one is linebacker Micah Baskerville from LSU. The 6'1", 228-pound linebacker in 2022 had 89 total tackles, 1 interception, 1 sack, and 8 pass deflections. Can play inside linebacker and outside linebacker, along with having great football IQ and vision. He was a core special teams guy for LSU last year and will likely be the same for the Chicago Bears this year. Another great linebacker depth addition as well. I think he has a good shot at making this roster. Running back Robert Burns from Connecticut. The 5'11", 231-pound running back in 2022 had 374 yards, which is a 5.1 yard per carry, according to the University of UConn's website, along with 2 touchdowns. A big molding running back, fights for yards, has strong acceleration for a big running back, and could be someone on special teams as well for the Bears. Then they also brought in kicker Szmyt from Syracuse, a local kid from Vernon Hills, Illinois. At 6'1", 199 pounds, he's likely going to be a practice squad player, adding depth behind Cairo Santos. The number 4 guy I'm going to talk about today is quarterback Tyson Bagnet from Sheperd, who I think is really going to put a competition on Nathan Peterman for quarterback 3. At 6'3", 213 pounds, running a 4.79 40 time, he had a hell of a 2022 season. He had 4,580 passing yards, along with a 69.9 completion percentage and 41 passing touchdowns. Very high football IQ, very talented quarterback. Could have played at a larger school if he wanted to, but he absolutely ripped it up for Sheperd last year. Not saying that he is going to be the next Kurt Warner, but it could be fun to have. The number 5 guy I'm going to talk about is safety Malcolm Clark from Tulane, and I love this sign. The 6', 190-pound safety in 2022 had 69 total tackles, 4 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 2 interceptions, and 4 pass deflections. Could be the next Peanut Tillman, maybe. A big, strong defensive back that can cause turnovers. I think he has a shot at making the 53-man roster as a depth guy. He plays with a lot of energy, very fast, very strong, and knows how to make turnovers. The number 6 guy I'm going to talk about today is cornerback Dijon Warren from Jackson State. 6'1", 185 pounds with a 40 time of 4.29. Chicago is definitely bringing him in for his special teams ability. In 2022, 2022, he only had 13 tackles and 1 pass deflection, but he was a huge factor for Jackson State as a special teams guy. And I think because of that blazing speed and hard hitting ability, he would be a huge threat and would not allow for punt returns or kick returns on this team. The number 7 guy that I'm going to talk about has been blowing up over Twitter, and I think that he also will make the 53-man roster. Offensive lineman Gabe Houy from Pittsburgh. Lost a ton of 2022 due to injury, and that hurt his draft stock. He is an absolute monster at 6'6", 325 pounds. He uploaded his own highlight clip of him absolutely terrorizing defensive ends, along with just bulldozing over guys on run blocking. I really like this pickup by Ryan Poles, and I think that he did his homework, and I think this guy is definitely going to fight to make sure that he makes it on this roster. The last guy I'm going to talk about today is defensive end Jalen Harris from Arizona. The 6'6", 275-pound defensive end in 2022 had 51 total tackles, 3.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 3 pass deflections. A big athletic edge that can get into the backfield, whether it be after the quarterback or running back. He uses his size and length to the advantage to get around defenders and be able to make open field tackles and take down anybody. Could be a strong practice squad player. I'm not sure if he'll make the 53-man, but I'm excited to see what he can do in camp. There are 9 more guys that I didn't go through. Again, I'm sorry that I didn't go through everybody with you guys. If you want me to, please let me know. I will be going over the mini camp invites as well, who I think also will have a good shot at making this roster or the practice squad. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde. We'll see you guys next time.